Good morning and welcome back to Local 4 News Today. 57 degrees. It is great sleeping. Wait a minute. Don't go back to bed. It's time to get up. 65 degrees at 9 a.m., 75 degrees at noon. High temperature with plenty of sun and a few high clouds right around 80 this afternoon. Kim?
Oh, just the way I like it. All right, well, here is a look at that accident we're following on northbound M10 right at Wyoming here. The left lane still blocked. However, this should be clearing soon. The tow truck just showed up on the scene.
All right, Kim, thank you. 524 is your time, and two different safety warnings this morning affecting products that you may have in your home right now. First, overheating battery packs have prompted the recall of some of those iRover hoverboards.
Yeah, their lithium-ion battery packs can overheat, posing the risks of smoking, fire, and exploding. Thankfully, no injuries or property damages have been reported, but the hoverboards were sold at the Fallas stores of Los Angeles, as well as TJ Maxx and Marshall stores all across the country from December of 2015 through December of last year. So if you own one, you should contact iRover for instructions on returning the unit to get a replacement. Better safe than sorry.
And if you currently have papayas in your kitchen, you'll want to take a listen. The FDA is urging people not to eat the Carabina brand of Maridol papayas.
Yeah, the papayas have been linked to a salmonella outbreak that's gotten at least 47 people in 12 states sick. And we do know that at least one of the victims has died. The FDA is asking people to throw out the papayas and question if they have them in their homes. So definitely want to take note of that.
It is a powerful story that you'll see only on Local 4.
Nope, you stay out here.
This is an unbelievable story behind this shocking video involving a former NFL player and what led up to this incident. We'll have details on that coming up. But first, we do want to check back in with Local 4's Nick Monticelli. Good morning.
Evra, good morning to you. Have you ever been here to Comerica Park and thought, God, these lines are just so long? We've got a solution for you, a new program debuting today here at Comerica Park that has to do with your fingerprint. That's next on Local 4 News Today.
This week, live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
New dash cam video has just emerged of the intense crash that injured a Livonia police officer.
And high-tech enhancements coming to Comerica Park that could virtually eliminate all lines to get into the ballpark. And the calendar says July, but it's feeling a little bit more like fall this morning. Brandon says that we are in for a terrific, tasty Tuesday.
Oh, terrific on the weather side, a great tasty Tuesday to go along with it.
I'm really excited for this one. No, it's not pizza, but I'm very excited for it.
Can you honestly say there's a tasty Tuesday that you're not excited for?
There's been one. I'm not going to say it right now.
1 in 3 years.
1 in 4 years.
We're not looking under the bus to see who that is, but they're almost always awesome, and today's promises to be a really, really, really good one that you're going to want to take part in for sure. 57 degrees on your tasty Tuesday morning. Very pleasant. After yesterday's coolness, the cool air has stuck around, and that means we're very pleasant sleeping weather. Tonight into tomorrow morning will be another great sleeping night, but through the day today, 62 degrees at 8 a.m., 75 degrees at noontime, and a high right around 80 degrees, with the exception of our north zone and parts of our east side, closer to the big lakes, not quite as warm because of the lake breezes developing this afternoon. Should be another great night, though, at the ballpark. Royals and Tigers going at it. Fulmer and Duffy. Great pitching matchup, and temperatures will mainly stay from the upper 70s down into the lower 70s. A comfortable night at the ballpark. As we look ahead at the satellite and radar picture, don't have a whole lot going on here. We mentioned a couple of waves of high clouds, but as we head into tomorrow, we're going to come very close with a cool front coming down from north to south, and that will be probably late in the day tomorrow, bringing a few showers across the Saginaw Valley Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, maybe our north zone. Thursday, we get into some shower and storm chances, and we're going to take a closer look at the hour-by-hour Thursday outlook and your next chance for a free lawn and garden watering. That's, again, a couple of days away. Right now, Kim DeJulio at 4 Live Traffic. Good Tuesday morning.
Good, tasty Tuesday morning, everyone. All right, well, good news. That accident we had on the northbound side of the lodge is cleared, so we are back to being accident-free. So we're talking about some construction over on the northbound lanes of US 23. So let's take a look here from 6 Mile to 8 Mile, 1 lane blocked starting tonight at 8 p.m. This construction project wrapping up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. However, this is a nightly project, which will be happening tomorrow night as well. And then over on the southbound lanes of US 23 from 8 Mile to North Territorial Road, expect 15-minute closures between the hours of 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. So if you do travel this way, just keep that in mind, and you can use Whitmore Lake Road instead. And we are going to take a look at some construction over on Southfield Freeway. That's coming up at 5:44, so stick around for that. Over to you.
Alrighty, Kim, thank you. It is 5:32, and a Rochester man is charged after his gun accidentally went off, injuring not one, but 2 women who were living next door. Police say Jaquan Halliburton dropped his gun while cleaning it in his apartment earlier this month. Well, it went off, and the bullet traveled through the wall and into the apartment next door, hitting 1 woman in the leg and the other woman in the arm. They've both been treated and released from the hospital. Jaquan Halliburton is charged with careless discharge of a firearm.
The son of a River Rouge city councilman remains jailed this morning, accused of murdering a man.
Yeah, 33-year-old Justin Pruneau is charged with open murder and felony firearm. He reportedly rode his bike to 59-year-old Robert Cook's home Friday evening, where he allegedly shot him in the abdomen. Now, he had a concealed rifle inside a garbage bag. A neighbor of Cook says that he saw Pruneau go into Cook's home and leave shortly after with a rifle in hand.
We seen him come out, jump on his bike with the rifle under his arm, take off across the field, shoot down the alley, and 5 minutes later, Bob's roommate came out, said Bob's been shot.
Well, there you have it. Pruneau is the son of River Rouge City Councilman Mark Pruneau. He is in the Wayne County Jail waiting on his court hearing sometime next month.
Dashcam video footage shows the moment a Livonia police officer was injured on I-96 on Sunday. The officer was conducting a traffic stop when another car lost control, hitting the patrol car, which then hit the officer. Unfortunately, the driver responsible for this crash was killed, a 43-year-old man from Heartland. The officer remains hospitalized.
Well, the Tigers will be taking on the Kansas City Royals tonight, and we are live at Comerica Park this morning for a whole different reason.
We are. The stadium is going to be debuting brand new technology that will allow fans to fast track their way into the game with just the tip of their finger. Let's get to Nick Monticelli with a look at this game-changing technology. Good morning.
Game-changing. Nice play on words there, Rhonda. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. If you stand outside of Comerica Park tailgating, having a good time, and you hate the lines, this could be an opportunity for you to change everything and walk right through the gates here. However, it has to be at Gate A. Let's put up the information and tell you exactly what we're talking about. The Tigers have partnered with a company called Clear to enable fingerprint scanning. Right now, you're looking at some fans over in New York outside of Citi Field. This is where the New York Mets play. So what's going to happen here is that there's going to be a dedicated fingerprint scanning lane outside of Gate A and Gate Only at Comerica Park. Gate A only at Copa. Now, what's going to happen before that, though, is that you have to enroll for this technology. Enrollment is going to happen today, starting at 11 o'clock. And again, it's free. Now, however, you could pay an additional $15 per month for nationwide use of this technology, getting you into, right now, 7 different ballparks across the nation. Detroit is one of these 7. However, I should mention that this is also the same technology that is being used at Metro Airport. So you could easily skip the lines there as well. Now, you still need a ticket, though. You still need to go through the security process. So it's not like you're skipping everything and walking straight into the ballpark. You still have to have that ticket. You still have to have your bags checked and walk through metal detectors and so on and so forth. But it does get you past that first initial line. Rhonda, a lot of people, though, kind of skeptical about this. Clear is the third-party company. They're not sure if they can trust the company. The company, of course, says you can. They're not selling your information, but there is a healthy dose of this skepticism. How long should I wait? What are the checks and balances? When I consider what's the difference, do I want to wait the 5 to 10 minutes in line, or do I want to give up my fingerprints and so on and so forth? It's a conversation you want to have with yourself, basically. But this is now starting at Comerica Park, and that gate, that express line should be, I think it's going to be on this side of Gate A. But remember, it's at Gate A only. The rest of them, it's just normal.
So Gate A, in relation to the big tire in the middle, or big tiger in the middle.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Where is it?
If you don't know where Gate A is, this is it.
It's right next to that. Gotcha. Right. Got my bearings straight. Might not be for everybody, but certainly a nice service indeed. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Happening today, a lawsuit against former MSU basketball star Draymond Green will be formally announced. The Golden State Warrior forward is accused of assault and battery. The lawsuit filed in California says that Green physically assaulted and bullied a man and a woman. This is said to be tied to an incident from last July when Green allegedly slapped a Michigan State University football player in East Lansing. Green signed a plea deal in that case, which resulted in a fine. New today, a brewery in California flavors its beers with music. I'll try to show you how that works. And in the carport at 6, a deadly live stream. A teen is accused of killing her own sister, all because of using her phone while driving.
But first, your Roomba might be spying on you. We'll tell you what the smart vacuum manufacturer is accused of doing with your data, and you're going to want to be careful what you type. There is a new malware threat for any Mac users. We've got details on that coming up next. Keep it here. You're watching Local 4 News Today.
The Ford...
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have a Help Me Hank alert for you as we're following several stories that are making headlines this morning in the world of technology.
Yes, first, a new strain of malware is targeting Mac users. A security firm has found an unusual and invasive piece of malware called Fruitfly. The malware operates quietly in the background. It spies on users through webcams. It can then capture images of what is being displayed on the screen and log keystrokes. It's unknown who is behind it or how it gets on computers. The Roomba is known for keeping floors clean, but in the future, the RoboVax may be collecting more data than dirt. According to reports, the RoboVax have been quietly mapping the layout of your home for years, and now the device's makers plan to sell that data to smart home device manufacturers. Products like smart speakers, security monitors, and other gadgets could benefit from knowing your home's layout. iRobot says that users will need to give consent for their data to be shared.
It is 5:42 on your, what is it?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was a Tuesday in November because we're starting the morning out at 57 degrees.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm good with it.
It is very nice to not have to drive into work with the air conditioning going. That's what I've been,
the truth.
The last couple of weeks been blasting it just to try to stay cool early on. But no, look at these numbers. 49 degrees in Lapeer, 43 degrees in Ann Arbor. As mentioned, downtown Ann Arbor and on campus, not quite that cold, but do you see this little cool pool of air in the blue contour? Central Washtenaw County has several middle 40s there, but on campus and downtown, probably more like upper 40s, close to 50. It's 51 degrees in Howell, 53 in Pontiac, 55 Double Nichols in Port Huron, and 56 degrees in Grosse Ile. Harrow, Ontario, Monroe, both at 53 degrees. Temperatures for the day ahead, 62 degrees at 8 a.m., 75 degrees will be your noontime temperature today, and right around 80 for a high. That's a great improvement from yesterday, especially with the sun and the wind relaxing a little bit. Those stronger winds yesterday just bringing in the lake-enhanced clouds, even a little pocket of drizzle or two coming through. Today the winds are north 5 to 10, and that means those up in our north zone probably not going to get out of the 70s today. The exception to the 80-degree rule around Metro Detroit will be up north and maybe extreme east siders. Good weather for the ball game tonight or whatever your evening plans are. Royals and Tigers. upper 70s for tailgating, falling into the low 70s throughout the game. And lots of clear skies early, a couple of waves of high clouds that will be coming in, but high pressure will be here to protect us today and for most of tomorrow, but some rain and thunder showers coming in late Wednesday, mainly up north, but they'll be present tomorrow. Nothing happening today. So again, fast forward all the way through to tomorrow, and a little cool front will sag down late in the day and brings a chance for some rain and thunder showers late tomorrow to our north zone. Thursday morning here, rain and thunder showers reactivating in the afternoon, and those could be on the stronger side. We have a marginal risk for severe weather on Thursday, and we're hoping for some wet weather because really out of the next 7 days, it's the only decent chance that we have for a free lawn and garden watering. So that would be nice on Thursday. The weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all comfortable and dry. Kim and 4 Live Traffic are here. Had an issue earlier. How's that one?
Yeah, we actually did have an issue over on the Lodge, but that has cleared, so we are back to being accident-free. Things looking just great for your Tuesday commute. So let's head on up to Rochester Hills. I want to warn you about some construction here. It could slow you down if you're traveling here. This is on the eastbound side of Auburn Road, just past John R. here. There's going to be 1 lane blocked. That's actually currently blocked. It's going to remain that way until 8 o'clock tonight. So keep it in mind for your evening commute as well. And then north and southbound lanes of the Lodge from 8 Mile to Orchard Lake Road, 1 lane blocked there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then north and southbound Southfield Freeway from 8 Mile to M10. Expect 1 lane blocked. This starts at 9 a.m., wrapping up tonight at 10 p.m. And stick around because if you're headed out the door towards M59, we'll take a look at that commute coming up at 5:54. Back to you.
Nope, you stay out here.
You are looking at Brian Price, out of control, making no sense, and as you just saw there, slamming right through the glass door of a Washtenaw County auto parts store. But who exactly is Brian Price? Here's more video of the same man. Brian Price, college star, elite NFL athlete, loving husband and father. What led up to the wild actions of Price that fateful day is not what you'd expect, and it's something doctors and police never saw coming. We go now to Mara McDonald with more on Brian's story.
And he's in trouble right now, and down he goes. And that was Brian Price.
Brian Price overcame a South Central LA childhood straight out of a Tupac Shakur song.
I grew up with nothing, but my mom made us seem like we had everything.
2 brothers murdered and a sister killed in a car wreck, a dysfunctional family unit. But he would excel in football, first at his high school and then at UCLA.
This has been a very difficult decision to make. However, after talking with my coaches and my family, I decided to forego my senior season at UCLA.
Price was a star.
Number 92, Price.
A defensive tackle picked up in the 2nd round of the 2010 NFL draft for Tampa Bay. But hideous pelvic injuries would eventually sideline him in Tampa, as well as playing for the Cowboys and Chicago Bears.
Come to find out, like, my bones had split apart, like it cracked, you know, my bones broke.
He's married to track and field national gold medalist and Ann Arbor native Candace Davis. They met at an exclusive party in L.A. Brian brought his mom and some other family members and saw Candace walk in. His heart stopped.
She walked through the door, and I leaned to my mom, and I was like, I'm gonna marry her. That's my wife right there.
He was just bashful, and he was so polite, and I was like, why is he acting so nice? I was like, what's wrong with him?
He bought up every bottle of pineapple juice at that party so nobody else could buy Candace a drink, and he made good on his declaration. He and Candace got married in Detroit in 2012. Their daughter Gianna is the light of their life. Candace is now pregnant with their 2nd child, a son. So how did this man turn in to this man?
What's your name? I'm Dave. Who are you?
This is Brian at an auto parts store in Ypsilanti in April. It's his birthday. Candace has arranged for him to get a massage at a local spa. He never made it. Instead, he stopped at the auto parts store. The police have been called because a disoriented, aggressive Brian is inside, making no sense and toppling displays. Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputies are trying to calm him down. He's clearly agitated. And then Brian takes a full-on dive through the heavy-duty glass doors. Think about that impact for a minute. And then, as only a former NFL defensive tackle could, he actually gets back up.
They're like, "Are you Mrs. Price?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "We have your husband in the emergency room."
Get out here, sit down on the ground.
And when I got there and the officers described the incident to me, I was just shocked. I mean, and I couldn't believe the things they were describing.
Mentally, like some days I struggle a lot. But like as a man and as a friend and a father, you don't want people to see it. But at the same time, like I know I'm not the only one going through this.
Now, the immediate assumption was that Brian was drugged, but later reports, though, show Candace told the doctors that wasn't the case and that her husband is believed to suffer from something entirely different.
And this is a two-part story coming up tonight at 11. Price's story is one the mother of any child who plays sports like football or hockey, contact sports, should see this. It's going to be on Local 4 News tonight at 11. Mara McDonald will be bringing us a part 2, the exclusive end to this story.
You can only wonder what could be going on with him that something like that could happen.
It's pretty scary, and of course we'll likely re-air that if you're not able to watch tonight at 11 tomorrow morning. It is 5:51, and still to come, there is a lot of factors that make a beer taste good, but new today, it turns out music is a big part of it.
Yeah, who knew? We've got the story behind the so-called musical beer that's coming up next.
Attention.
5:54 weather and traffic together here. 57 degrees right now, and we've got upper 40s and low 50s most of the suburbs. Clear skies. Grab the shades as you head out. Still have about another half hour or so before the sun comes up. 65 degrees at 9 a.m. up to 80 degrees this afternoon, Kim.
All right, well, this sure does not look good. We're looking at bumper-to-bumper traffic right now, westbound I-696 just past M10 here. There's an accident blocking the center lane. Expect some slowdowns in this area.
All right, so we all know that music is powerful. That goes without saying. But is it powerful enough to change how something tastes?
So one local maker of craft whiskey thinks the answer is yes.
Echoing through the Spirit Works distillery, the sound of whiskey being born. Sometimes you'll hear head distiller Lauren Patz adding yeast. But next door in the barrel room, the sound is much different. You don't often see a barrel of whiskey rocking out to a dance mix, but that's exactly what's happening.
We've been pumping music into a few very select barrels for a few years now. It's been an interesting experiment for us.
There's one listening to Michael Jackson.
This one's just pure Led Zeppelin.
Played on repeat for 3 years.
Listening to the same playlist for 3 years in a row, you're either going to go crazy or you're going to become like a genius, right? So let's hope for a little bit of both.
There is some crazy genius here. Whiskey derives much of its flavor from the oak barrels it lives in for years, moving in and out of the wood as it expands and contracts with changing weather.
How can we get the interaction between the liquid and the wood itself to behave in a different way? And we thought we could excite that by using sound vibrations.
In a blind taste test, people found the most flavorful notes in the bluegrass barrel.
And because I picked it, it's secretly a little competition internally, so I'm secretly very pleased.
But Timo Marshall admits the most popular was picked by his wife, a barrel that spent 3 years hearing the Nutcracker.
Different set of beats, different rhythm. Classical music, for example, is very, very varied.
Need more proof?
Every time we produce one batch of whiskey, we produce 2 barrels. This particular barrel here is listening to music, and this is the control.
The control barrels are part of the blind test too, but the music barrels keep winning.
Discern the difference between these.
I don't know if I believe that.
Music vibration.
What would the Beyonce Drunken Love whiskey taste like? You know what I'm saying?
Delicious.
Let's talk about the Film Challenge, everybody. As you know, we're currently accepting submissions for this year's Film Challenge Detroit. The theme is good versus evil, and if you're a filmmaker, you can enter and upload your 5 to 15-minute video to our website, filmchallengedetroit.com. You've got until September 22nd to do so. The grand prize, a trip for 4 to Utah over for the Sundance Film Festival opening weekend, as well as a cash prize. I don't think anybody heard a word I'm saying because we're still thinking about the The musical whiskey.
Still processing that one.
It's 5:57, everybody. Coming up all new at 6 o'clock. Local stories for you from Detroit, Rochester, and Northville.
Plus, the fastest is most powerful yet. Ford is teasing the newest member of the Mustang model.
And another reason why dogs are considered man's best friend, how doctors say they can help later in life. That and more, and we come right back in 1 minute. Keep it here. Musical.
It's
live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Oh, it is Tasty Tuesday morning, everybody. We can taste it already.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for waking up with us on your Tuesday morning. Always a special day here on Local 4 News Today as we introduce you to a restaurant you may have never tried or heard of before.
And you're definitely going to have this on your favorites list. We got a lot of news and big stories to get to this morning, impacting us here at home and across the country. First, another deportation delay. A judge in Detroit giving immigrants facing deportation more time with their families. But the big question is, how long will this last?
Plus, a vote looms on Capitol Hill as the Senate is expected to say yay or nay to repealing Obamacare. But first, Brandon, everybody's been talking about the weather and this big cool down.
Well, fall yesterday. We're going to try to bring summer back today as the sun comes out, and it makes all the difference in the world. We've got some good looking temperatures for the next several days, so we'll continue. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah. Pull up a chair.
A little warm up.
Good to see you guys. We got weather and traffic joining us this morning.
That's
How are
right.
we looking so far?
Not great in the traffic department. Yeah. Usually, Brandon and I, we always say that if we have good weather, it turns into good traffic, but actually that's not the case in Southfield. So I want to take you there to show you exactly what we're looking at right now. This is the accident over on westbound I-696, just past M10 here. You can see the 2 center lanes are blocked because of this accident. So very slow moving traffic in that area. So if you do travel through Southfield, keep this in mind for your morning commute. Maybe give yourself about 15 extra minutes there. And stick around because we are going to take a look at this. I'll give you an update on this I-696 accident coming up at 6:14. Over to you.
All right, we are starting now with families on the verge of separation. They're getting together, getting more time together, I should say. But the question is, as we posed earlier, how much time will they be spending together?
Well, the answer on the minds of 1,400 Iraqis and their families here in the U.S. Does lie in what happens as this court process plays out. Nick Monticelli is following the developments after a late-night ruling from a federal judge here in Detroit. Nick, good morning.
You got the injunction, you got a postponement, 90 days.
Chantel Hanna broke the news to her husband, Mar, who was detained in Youngstown.
We had tears in our eyes. We had tears in our eyes. And we are really in maximum security prison right now.
Speaking from the detention facility, Mar praised U.S. District Judge Mark Goldsmith for granting the preliminary injunction.
I really feel it in my heart that it's going to turn on our way.
In his ruling, Judge Goldsmith wrote, each petitioner faces the risk of torture or death on the basis of residence in America and publicized criminal records. Many will also face persecution as a result of a particular religious affiliation. In June, Mar, along with 1,400 other Iraqi nationals, were detained in ICE raids across the country. The preliminary injunction gives them 3 months to reopen their immigration cases. That's what they wanted, a chance to prove their individual cases in court.
It was either a denial or grant. So we got a grant, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like this is all happening in the right directions. We're moving towards the right directions, and I'm grateful.
Angelina Barash says her family is hopeful their dad, Moyed, will be back home soon.
I don't want to be like the last person to see my dad like behind a glass window. I wish he can come home until like all this is over with. I feel like none of them deserves to be in there.
Now, the judge also said on his ruling that he understood that those who have been detained are having a very difficult time communicating with their lawyers. So hopefully, he says, this will open those lines of communication. We're live this morning. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
And Nick, so they get a little bit more time with their loved ones. What is ICE, however, saying about this?
Nothing yet. ICE did tell us yesterday that they will be issuing a statement sometime today, so hopefully we'll get a better idea of what their position on all of this is going to be, especially now that there are 3 months ahead of them to determine what happens to all of those who have been detained.
But to be clear, they'll stay detained during those 3 months, right?
yes, they will stay detained, but they have now the opportunity to have their case heard in front of a judge. What happens after that, that's still up in the air.
All righty. Nick Monticelli reporting live for us this morning. Nick, thank you.
Happening today, the U.S. Senate is set to hold a procedural vote on the future of the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare. Senators will vote on the motion to debate and amend a bill passed by the House in May. Republican Senator John McCain is also set to return to the Senate today for the vote. The senator has been recuperating after he had surgery to remove a blood clot, which turned out to be a cancerous brain tumor. With Boy Scouts last night, President Trump insisted his Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price convince Congress to get rid of Obamacare or else.
You going to get the votes? He better get them. He better get them. Oh, he better. Otherwise, they'll say, Tom, you're fired.
At least 50 out of 52 GOP senators need to vote for the motion in order for it to pass.
Today, White House senior advisor Jared Kushner will appear before the House Intelligence Committee for a closed-door interview. Kushner is President Donald Trump's son-in-law and was a top advisor with his presidential campaign. The House Intel ranking members will question Kushner about meetings, business dealings, and communications involving Russia while he served as a top advisor to President Trump's presidential campaign. The truck driver charged in connection with the deaths of 10 undocumented immigrants down in Texas will stay in federal custody. He's James Bradley Jr., and he appeared in court in San Antonio, Texas on Monday. Prosecutors say that he drove a tractor trailer with dozens of undocumented immigrants crammed inside. Investigators say that Bradley claims he had no idea there were people inside until he stopped when he heard them. If he's convicted, Bradley could face the death penalty. 30 other immigrants are still in the hospital.
A step forward in the Pistons' move downtown to Little Caesars Arena. A federal judge has dismissed parts of the lawsuit aimed at requiring voters to approve $56.6 million in funding to help pay for the Pistons to move downtown. The federal judge ruled the 16-count lawsuit lacked standing. Opponents sued to force a public vote on whether public dollars should finance all of the renovations and changes to the arena to facilitate an NBA team along with the hockey team.
It is 6:06 now on your Tuesday morning, and loving it or not, it seems to be a growing trend, but is it trendy? There's another fast food chain that's rolling out its own clothing line, believe it or not, and here is a little bit of a hint, or shall we say a giveaway.
Yes, but there's a catch. It's only on sale for one day only. We'll tell you more about that. Plus, Jason is in the carport. Good morning.
Shameless copycat. Shameless. One of the biggest movies of the year is dealing with a hairy situation, why a mustache is posing a problem to Justice League, the movie. Now this.
Happening today, a Detroit mother will be sentenced in the shooting of her 9-year-old son. 29-year-old Shacolby Green was charged with second-degree child abuse and a felony firearms back in March. Police say that Green's son was in his mother's room when he discovered a handgun in her purse and shot himself in the right hand. He later recovered from his injuries.
President Trump is holding a rally in Youngstown, Ohio today. He hopes to rally support in the crucial swing state, even though there's increasing pressure on the Russia investigation. The Youngstown rally is the latest in a string of events run by his re-election campaign rather than the White House. We're back in a minute.
It ends.
Welcome back, everybody. Jason is here to talk to us about this big bummer for Justin Bieber fans.
Well, for Bieber fans, but for the rest of us. Justin Bieber is canceling his world tour, quote, due to unforeseen circumstances. The Biebs spent the last 18 months playing more than 150 shows on 6 continents, but his reps did not offer details on the cancellation, saying the singer hates to disappoint his fans. All right. The Justice League movie has a hairy problem. Actor Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, is currently shooting the next Mission Impossible movie and is contractually obligated to keep his mustache for that film. So what does that mean for his role as Clark Kent in Justice League? Come on. Well, Warner Brothers says they're just going to shave it off using the magic of post-production editing, and call it a spoiler if you want, but it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Superman is in the Justice League movie despite being absent from the trailers. Tonight at the Fox Theater, the world premiere of Detroit, the movie, which opens nationwide on Friday, August 4th, will have its red carpet arrivals at the Fox Theater beginning at 6 p.m. The screening will start at 7:30. The cast and crew for the movie will be in attendance. Detroit tells the gripping story of the terrifying moments during the summer that rocked the city of Detroit and the nation back in 1967. So now you're going to spend the entire next movie looking at Superman, looking for evidence of...
Yes. Can you tell? Can you see it?
All right. Coming up at 6:40, we'll hear from the parents who are dealing with an unthinkable tragedy after a shocking, deadly crash streamed live on Instagram.
Yeah, this one is pretty shocking. We'll have that for you. Meanwhile, looking forward to seeing that movie tonight, Evrod.
Absolutely. As far as Henry Cavill is concerned, though, they're doing it backwards. Wouldn't you rather? He should go to She's Happy Hair, get a lace front mustache, put it right on for the other movie that he's filming. Yeah. You know what I mean? It makes more sense to do it that way. Hello. Gosh. What do we know, right?
Well, we're in this every day, hair and makeup. You know, we're the people. You don't. Now you know.
Some more than others.
Now you know one of our secrets.
In the meantime, we are dealing with some lower than normal temperatures, which I'm not complaining about. I know Kim and Rhonda enjoy the summer-like weather.
They do. The hot, steamy weather is back tomorrow, at least temporarily, but today should be very nice and an improvement from yesterday's fall-like feel. We're back to just slightly below average or normal temperatures. Let's start with our Local 4 storm pin here. This one out of Shelby Township, and Linda Hart Hammond with a little storm cloud in the background there. She says it's finally going to rain here in Sterling Heights, in Shelby Township rather. And whether or not it did, I don't know. This was a couple of days ago, but thank you so much for a beautiful look at the neighborhood there, and we encourage everybody to join the Local 4 Storm Pins. It's a free app, something we use in a social media kind of a way. You can share information with friends, family, anybody on there with storms that could be coming, and we don't have any in the forecast today. A live shot here at Mount Clemens looks really nice, 56 degrees, and some 40s out in some of our suburbs, areas of Washtenaw County, up in Lapeer County, parts of Genesee County, seeing temperatures in those upper 40s. 62 degrees, though, by 8 a.m., 75 at noon, and with a nice mix of sunshine and a few high clouds, right around 80 this afternoon. The exception is our north zone and east siders closer to the big lakes with an afternoon lake breeze. Not quite going to get to 80 degrees, but your Kim DeJulio haircast is looking good today with light wind and low humidity. We're in the good zone, so it's a good hair day. It's really good for just about everything outdoors today. And looking ahead, we don't have a whole lot of problems over the next, we'll say 48 hours. And then about this time on Thursday morning, things get a little bit rocky. But high pressure in control will protect us for today and most of tomorrow. On Thursday morning, we tap into some of this moisture coming out of the Pacific Northwest, teaming up with a cool front that is sagging down our way sometime late tomorrow. But again, not today through 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just a couple of waves of high clouds. That is it. This cold front late in the day on Wednesday, here we'll stop it at about 9 p.m., may bring an isolated shower or two to the north zone, but really for most of us it's Thursday morning and then again on Thursday afternoon. Showers and storms, some of these could be on the stronger side, and then after that cool front comes through on Thursday, really our only decent chance for wet weather over the next week, but it does set up for a good looking weekend. Your Hanson's weather window on this beautiful Tuesday. Flowers in Hamtramck, and this is our photojournalist Eric Yetaw showing us some beautiful wildflowers and or planted flowers, hard to say, but a very nicely framed shot with the tree in the background and the flowers in focus. Make that your MO today. Flowers in focus. Flowers in focus. Kim DeJulio.
Flowers in focus.
Kim DeJulio in focus.
Yes.
Get it?
Well, not quite yet, because first we got to take a look at our 1-800-CALL-SAM-CHOPPER shot. We're looking at that accident over on westbound I-696 right at M10 here, causing all sorts of backups for those of you traveling to the Southfield area. The two middle lanes were blocked. It looks like actually that may have moved over to the left shoulder. They're moving it right now, but actually they're still has the right lanes blocked. It's kind of hard to see with that shot. So we'll keep you updated on that accident. But right now we're taking a look at some construction over on east and westbound I-96 from I-275 to Kent Lake Road. One lane block there all day, starting at 9 a.m., wrapping up tonight at 10 o'clock. And then on east and westbound M5 between 8 Mile and Pontiac Trail, expect one lane block there. This project also happening all day, starting at 9 a.m., wrapping up tonight at 10 o'clock. And stick around because we are going to let you know more about that I-696 accident coming up at 6:24. But right now, I'll send it over to Evrod.
Thank you, Cam. It is 6:17 now. And in today's consumer headlines, first it was KFC, and now McDonald's is trying its hand at its very own clothing line. Plus, after Microsoft announced it was getting rid of the popular program Paint, it's changing course. But first, Ford says that its new Mustang is the fastest, most powerful yet. Let's turn things over to Maribel Aber. She's joining us live now from New York. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Evrod. Well, Ford says its new Mustang will be the fastest ever. The car will go from 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. The 2018 Mustang GT will also feature a 10-speed automatic transmission, and there are a number of other tweaks that give the new Mustang a sleek, aggressive look, but no pricing information on the car has been released just yet. Microsoft's Paint is staying put. The company had considered getting rid of its Paint app in the next Windows update, but fans took to social media to defend the software, which has been around for, get this, 32 years. Microsoft said it will not remove the Paint app completely, but instead make it available in the Windows Store for free. McDonald's is giving away branded clothing tomorrow. It's a promotion with Uber Eats called McDelivery Day. Order through Uber Eats and you'll have the chance to get hoodies, sandals, pillowcases, and other items with images of McDonald's, burgers, fries, and other favorites. Check out McDelivery at McDonald's website for more information. Ever just what you wanted, a pillowcase, McDonald's fries. No, just give me the fries. That's all I want.
Hold on. So a pillowcase with a cheeseburger on it so we can dream of McDonald's. Are you serious?
There you go.
I thought that they would have seen the...
It just needs a smell now.
I know, seriously. I thought they would have put a cheeseburger on like some sweatpants with Juicy on the booty, but you know what? Why not?
Well,
it is 6:18.
Maybe you should have been the designer.
I know. Thank you, Maribel. Didn't you see that though? Like, you know.
So creative.
I know.
You missed your calling, perhaps.
I know. Gotta get in advertising. Into 6:19, everybody. Comerica Park going high tech. New security features at the ballpark. They're rolling it out later today. We'll have details on that.
Plus, the key to a healthier life could start with a dog and a leash. We'll explain next.
And before we go to break, let's meet today's Facebook friend for the day. This is Susie Hoover. She is from Livonia and is a second grade teacher who sings 60s music on the side. All right.
Well, all right. Hopefully you like pizza because we're going to send you a gift card from Tormina's Pizza just for being our friend of the day, Susie. And don't forget, everybody, like the Local 4 Facebook page. Once you're there, click on the Friend of the Day tab and upload a picture. Tell something about yourself. It could get you on TV as our next Friend of the Day. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. In good health, dog walking could be the key to boosting physical activity among older adults. Researchers found that seniors who walked a dog at least once a day were 20% more active and spent 30 fewer minutes sitting each day, obviously, than their peers that didn't have dogs. In fact, dog walkers were more active on days with the worst weather than people without dogs on the very nicest days. So, guess we all have to get a dog now. Well, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as we unleash the first All for Pets special. Some of your favorite Local 4 personalities introduce you to their pets. Meet a family who rescued a fox, go inside our local cat cafes, learn what veterinarians really want you to know, and the tricks of the trade from a professional dog walker. Plus, should your pet star in the next All for Pets promo? What an opportunity that would be. You can find out how to enter when you join Jason Carr and Priya Mann for an All for Pets special tomorrow night at 9:30 right here on Local 4. Meanwhile, it's a nice crisp morning to walk the dog.
And the cat. We have people in my neighborhood that walk their cats. Some of them not even with a leash. They just follow behind the dog and the owner. I swear, it's something to behold. Meanwhile, my two animals are just wild within their own limits. But 56 degrees out. It is comfortably cool for that dog walk. High today with mostly sunny skies, 80. Kim?
Okay, well, good news for those of you traveling through the Southfield area. We did have that accident blocking the 2 center lanes on westbound I-696 just past M10, but it is pretty much clear now. There is a vehicle over on the right shoulder and a car still in the ditch, but it's not causing too much of a slowdown anymore.
Time to take a look at sports and the Tigers, who returned home to face Kansas City Royals last night. This one may have ended after you fell asleep. We'll start in the 6th, where the Tigers had to come back to life, claw back to tie it up against the Royals, but neither team could break the tie. So to extra innings we go, and a couple of big bats for the Royals. 2 solo home runs in the 12th. The Royals hold on, win it 5-3. It's a hot dog of a race. The 22nd Wiener Nationals at California's Los Alamitos race course took place Saturday. And don't let their little legs fool you. Some wiener dogs pack serious speed, as you can see down the stretch. 90 dogs contending in the 50-yard final, but only one came out on top with a little mustard and ketchup. A dog once considered the runt of his litter, named Baby Bo, stole the show. He won the title of the fastest wiener in the West with a near record time of roughly 7 seconds.
Can I say it? This show, can I say it?
Yeah.
It's going to the dogs. Literally.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Oh,
It is
man.
6:26, everybody. Coming up next at 6:30, stories from River Rouge, Livonia, and Detroit.
Plus, a local man is facing drunk driving charges, but he never even left his driveway. It's a big and controversial ruling, and we'll have it for you all new this morning.
And look at this. Sean Spicer could resign from his White House job. Well, he couldn't without some jokes from Jimmy Fallon. Wait until you see what the Tonight Show host did. That is coming up in Fallon's Funnies next.
Get sizzled.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Get ready to laugh because it's time for today's Fallon's Funnies. And the Tonight Show host poked fun at former press secretary Sean Spicer.
And apparently Spicer is the star of a new music video.
Which explains what.
As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Period.
There you go. Period.
Stop it.
Oh, we're going to miss those sketches.
Yeah, we are. I feel a 2017 remix with the artist coming on. Man, oh man. We're back in a minute, everybody.
Wednesday. Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Deadly live stream. A teen driver accused of getting drunk, crashing her car, and killing her sister, all while people watched live on Instagram.
I'm Nick Bonacelli, live in front of Comerica Park. A new way to get into the ballpark. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with this.
And we are seeing a couple of showers out here, but really an area of high pressure is in control. We're going to finish it off here, make a little birthday cake out of this. Blow out the candles. Happy birthday to my friend Todd Mafto on a Tuesday morning.
Well, all right.
Well, happy second birthday to you, Todd, with 2 candles. Very nice. Happy birthday to him indeed. A fall-like morning.
Yeah,
right?
After a fall-like day yesterday, but I think summer's coming back. Let's get over to Brandon with a look at the forecast, and looking good this morning.
Look at that. Yeah, I mean, yesterday you could feel it in the air. You could see it. It looked and felt like fall. Today, we're bringing summer back. It's a good one. It's nice and cool out there this morning, 56 degrees, and that means suburbs are in the upper 40s and low 50s. Unusually cool, but it's going to warm up quickly as we have these clear skies. 75 degrees at noon, a high temperature right around 80 degrees. A couple of waves of high clouds today, but no rain, no big issues. Areas in our north zone and east siders close to the big lakes will probably struggle to see 80 degrees because of an afternoon lake breeze, but it is going to be a vast improvement and a welcome back to summer. Tigers game tonight, upper 70s for tailgating, falling into the lower 70s throughout the game, but very, again, dry and comfortable. May need a light sweatshirt for the kids as things cool off there tonight, but high pressure, as mentioned, is keeping these storms up and over Metro Detroit for today and most of tomorrow. Thursday, we reintroduce rain and thunder chances, and we'll explain that hour by hour coming up. Your 4-zone weather. In the meantime, if you need that 7-day forecast, you can find your 7-day, find your zone on the weather tab of clickondetroit.com. Guys?
Alrighty. Thank you, Brandon. Meantime, Kim is here with a look at the roads, and at the top of the hour, it was not looking good for some.
696 was not the place you wanted to be, especially the Southfield area. But let's take a look at the big picture here with our map. You can see that we've got green on the maps, which means we are accident-free to start off the morning. So we are going to take a look at some construction now. Let's zoom in to I-375, the north and southbound lanes just north of Gratiot here. We're going to see one lane blocked between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. So just keep that in mind if you're out running errands or around the downtown area. And then also just another look at our map here. You can see that things are looking A-OK. Over to you.
Kim, thank you. It is 6:32, and we are following stories from all across Metro Detroit this morning, including stories from Rochester, Northville, and Livonia.
But we do begin with this story out of River Rouge, where the son of a city councilman is waking up behind bars this morning accused of killing a man. Justin Pruneau was accused of shooting and killing 59-year-old Robert Cook last Friday. Pruneau is the son of River Rouge Councilman Mark Pruneau. His next court hearing is scheduled for August.
And in Livonia now, new dash cam video shows this. A police officer injured in an accident along I-96. The officer was conducting a traffic stop when another car hit his patrol car, which you're about to see again here as he tries to jump out of the way, but his patrol car then hit him. The driver responsible was killed in this crash. The officer will be released from the hospital this week.
A Rochester man is charged after his gun accidentally went off, injuring 2 women in a next-door apartment. Police say that Jaquan Halliburton dropped his gun while cleaning it in his apartment earlier this month, and the gun went off and a bullet traveled through the wall and into the apartment next door. Halliburton is charged with careless discharge of a firearm.
And the Michigan Supreme Court says a driveway is no refuge for a drunk driver. The court says authorities could charge a Northville resident with drunk driving even if his car never left the driveway. Police went to Gino Ria's home 3 times to respond to noise complaints in 2014, and that's when an officer saw him drive out of the garage and then pull right back in. His blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. Happening today, Tigers fans are going to have a new way to get into Comerica Park.
Yes, apparently it's supposed to help with shortening lines and getting you in faster to see all the action. And it all starts with your fingerprint. Nick Monticelli is live outside of Comerica Park this morning to explain how the ballpark is trying to go high tech. Good morning.
Rhonda, good morning. It's the one thing that you can't forget when you're coming to the ballpark. So take a look at this video. This is video thanks to Clear, the company that is involved with this process over at Citi Field, where the New York Mets play. You can see there's a dedicated security lane. That's how it's going to work here at Comerica Park, right here outside of Gate A. This fingerprint screening is going to be an opportunity for you to bypass these lines and go straight over to the screener and then walk into the ballpark. So here's how this whole thing is going to work. Again, it's all fingerprint scanning done through a company called Clear. Now, it's, again, dedicated only at Gate A here at Comerica Park, and it's free. Free if you enroll on site. However, I shouldn't say however, in addition to, you can pay $15 a month, and then you can get into 7 ballparks across the country. Comerica Park is one of 7 as of right now. I should also mention, though, this is the same technology being used at Detroit Metro Airport, so you can use it there as well. Here at the ballpark, though, it's not just as simple as using your fingerprint. You still have to have a ticket, and you still have to go through the security line. So really all you're doing is bypassing the very first lane, trying to get in to hand over your ticket. You still have to go over there. You still have to turn your ticket in. You still have to be screened by security, whether it's the metal detector and then going through that gate where they check to see what's inside of your bag. So it's not like you get to skip everything, but you do get to skip that initial process. Pardon me. I have a frog in my throat this morning. Now, what's interesting though, is that I've seen a lot of comments from people after our first initial article went up. I click on Detroit.com. There are a lot of people very skeptical about this. That's a healthy dose of skepticism. What is this company? Who's getting my fingerprints? What are they going to be doing with it? The company says they're not selling anything. It's just a matter of keeping a database, a nationwide database, so it's an easier process. Now, whether or not you want to use it, that is completely up to you. It's just one other option to get into the ballpark. We're live here at Copa. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
All right.
Okay, very interesting.
I've seen it at the airports too.
Yeah, that's true.
Traveling, yeah. Thank you, Nick.
It is 6:37, and it's chicken, and who doesn't love chicken? But this chicken, you could say, is the bomb. Still to come, a new spot in downtown Detroit that specializes in fried chicken with a little Nashville flavor.
We're going to do a tasting coming up. Jason?
Good morning. Dealing with tragedy. Parents speaking out after one daughter is killed and another charged in a deadly crash that was live streamed on Instagram.
Sky 4